Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to another Watcher of Realms video. It's a big one today because I managed to complete finally Year 8 321. And if you are struggling with it and you have the tools, meaning the champions that I do have, the heroes that I do have, then this video is for you. It might help you out to push a little bit. The gear that I have is not that, it's good, but it's not that great. I only have one set of the Infernal Roar completed on my heroes, and that goes on Idril, the MVP of this video. She is just amazing. Okay, I will disable Power of Dominance and hopefully I'll be able to recreate the run that I've done, although it does take a lot of patience, and I've done hours of testing with these heroes to get it done. I've tried different setups, different champions, moving the gear around, trying to make things work, but I think having Aracha and having this extra damage really makes it much easier for me for this specific video to get the team going. That extra damage for every one tile away really adds up and helps me not having to have those specific sets on everybody, like the Infernal Roar. I do have Idril, I have Silas, who is not maxed out. Okay, not maxed out, only his ultimate is maxed out, but that only gives it like 20% extra damage, some extra duration, and the skill cost is a little bit lower, so he can use it quicker. If I had Vierna, just the damage that he will do more, like 100% more damage from soul sniping, is just crazy. Everything else is at a good level, but he's not completely maxed out. That's what I meant. No awakenings on him, and the artifacts that I had were not maxed out. Not all of them were you know, perfect artifacts for this scenario. Okay, I'll show everything at the end, so I'll just show you guys around. I'll try to recreate it right now. If not, I'll show you guys the clip that I recorded of me just doing the run again. But it's a very specific run. I don't use a second lord here. As you can see, I am using Dolores. Let me see if I can make myself a little bit smaller here, just to show everything. Of course, we're gonna have Dolores. She amplifies the power of the team. Same thing goes with Laurel. She is a savior for this one in terms of both tanking one hit from the big nasty boss. I wonder if I could get her with a little bit more health. That would have been better for me, because sometimes she'll take a spear and that kills her. I mean, I could max it out, but it's a flat HP. I didn't want to get it to 16 just for the video, but honestly, sometimes you need her to tank like one hit, but it's not possible. You need like 19,000 or so health. Like I have it on my Cyrene. She's level 50. Look at the health that she has. She's got 22,000 health, so she does tank one hit. So let's go into the run. I'll try to talk over it as I'm doing it, but I'll probably have it on a 1x speed, so it's easier for me to do some things, because they are very strict in terms of what we are trying to do. So immediately drop in Idril right here. The reason that I do this is because we want Dolores to cover this slot right here for my buddy Silas. My Silas needs to do more damage, so that's where Dolores comes in. And then I'll be dropping Laurel on this square right there, so that she gives the extra rage to these two heroes, and then Idril can start out immediately to use her ultimate ability. So there it is. There's Idril. Immediately once I drop her, I pick her up. Now I just start going. I do my ultimate on Idril first, and then Dolores. That's very important, so that Dolores gets that, so that Idril gets that burst of extra damage dealt on the enemy. So you see 65k or so, and whenever I use an ultimate, you'll see, any ultimate you use in the map, you'll see like a burst of damage. So she does 120k. That's like double of what she usually does. So here she'll switch targets to this this guy at the end. Idril has a maxed out Idril's gaze, by the way. That helps a lot with the variation between each run, because when it procs, you ignore defense from the target. And sometimes when I was trying this out, she was killing the enemies because of the activation of a more frequent Idril's gaze and ignoring that extra defense. Plus she has a lot of attack through the Dolores boost right there. So now I'm gonna reach 9 or 10 cost, and that's when I'll drop Cyrene, so she starts covering some cost for us. But because we have very high cost units, look at this. I have a Razaak. Okay, I have a Razaak here, and at a point I'm even dropping my Volka there. Volka is A2, but that doesn't really matter. She's basically there to tank some hits from the boss. Aracha does some good damage, but not that amazing. And honestly, my boy Maul there doesn't do much damage. He's there for the control. You can use Elukas maybe if you have him. It's a rare. Maybe for the slow if you want to try that out. It's much less cost, but Maul has the added benefit of having a good ultimate and also reducing defense on the targets. I found that helped me push many times in the past when I was trying this over and over. But I only did it a couple of times. So let's continue. So I drop Cyrene there. So she starts recovering the cost. The boss will be out in just a second. There's the Silas ultimate, and look at how this enemy will just die 120k. And then we'll start hitting on the boss. Sometimes Idril doesn't need the Silas ultimate to kill that target there. But you see already the cost that we have, like 13. We're soon going to have another 12 from Cyrene. And what I do here is I just handle the hits from the boss, the big spears that she throws. Look at Cyrene now. She takes one spear for 20k, but she survives because she had like 22,000 health. Now I have 28 cost. So the idea here is to drop down Laurel because that's going to give me a little bit of extra rage. I really need rage for this thing to work. And I have it on a 1x speed, so I'm very quick with this because of how my rage is at the moment. I usually am able to do an ultimate with Dolores and then drop Laurel and then pick her up. So that gives Dolores also that extra rage. Even if she has her ultimate going, I'm still able to recover that. So let's see how this goes. So here I have 18 cost. I think I'm good to drop her in a little bit, but yeah, this was not, I wasn't too quick. Let's try this again. Drop in Idril immediately, Dolores. Once I drop in Laurel, I'll pick her up. That's very important to give us the extra rage. All right, do this. Pop Idril, pop Dolores. Dolores also can actually recover more rage, but it's an 80% chance with her being A5. Can we kill them? It all depends on Idril's gaze there. If it's gonna proc more often than not. Didn't proc now, so I probably won't be able to kill that guy there. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, we did kill him. So now I'll pop the Silas ultimate. That's very nice. All right. And then I gotta be very careful now to activate Dolores ultimate. Very, very careful. Okay, so what I can do is 22 and 12. That's 34. Yeah, I think we're okay. There's my Laurel here. I'll have to be I wonder, I probably won't have the time to use the ultimate on Dolores here. She didn't recover the cost, I don't think. Did she? 890, 896, 98. Okay, we pop it. There's Laurel. We're waiting on the spear. There it is. We draw her back just in time. Then waiting for 18 cost. I need it now. My boy Razaak can tank a hit actually. So now I pop Idril and now I pop Razaak. And we should be okay. Also where my Aracha is, she also gets healed up a little bit. Nothing too crazy. And now just look at what we have remaining on the board. Once this dies, I can drop in my Brienne looking upwards. But I'll need to have enough cost so I can drop something else so that Brienne doesn't die because she cannot tank the big hit from the boss. So when Cyrene recovers this, I'll see what I'll drop because this will be very, very nasty. Okay. Take a hit. Okay, we withdraw Cyrene. All right, there's the spear. So now I can drop Brienne there, actually. Right, there's Maul. Could drop Maul. I wonder. Gonna drop in Volka, I think. No, actually, I have 3 seconds now. Maybe 2, 1. All right, there's Laurel. Okay. There's Laurel. She'll take the hit instead of Brienne. That's good. Just waiting to see when that's going. There she is. She casts that small animation there. She sends off her spear. And that's when it's kind of safe to actually do what you want to do. So I have 35 cost now. I'm pretty okay. I drop in Maul. He'll slowly recover the cost. And then drop in my Volka so that Maul doesn't get the spear. She throws it. The boss throws it on the last target. You guys know it if you're trying to do 21. So Brienne is getting ready to do her ultimate. We're trying to take down the boss here. There goes Brienne. The boss, yeah, 10%. If I was a little bit, you know, with more damage, I could have done things, but all right, let's pop Dolores. This will be very close, guys. Pop Idril. There's Idril. All right, she's trying to take them down. There's Maul. He sends off the ultimate, and at this time, we basically kill the boss. And now what we can do, since the boss has died, is we can start withdrawing heroes. I think I will keep Aracha. I'll withdraw Maul. Can drop my Laurel and pick her up. Then you see her doing damage there. We can actually drop Cyrene because she also provides a crit rate buff, although I don't really need it. All right, there's more hitting, so I still have a little bit on my ultimate. Once she changes targets, I can pop that to help out. Let's see how this goes. This will be close. There's my Brienne again. All right, we've got like 15 seconds, but so far you see where we are. As long as we manage to kill the sides, we are at a very good point, but it gets really difficult. So here, she pops. If I had another Idril's Gaze, it would have probably been a little bit better for me. So maybe I'll drop in my boy here to help out. Single target, or let's see. Okay. Laurel, I can actually withdraw her very quickly just to get my ultimates going. Oh my god, this will be very close. This will be very close. Maul is supposed to slow there. Slow them. Yes, we did it. Okay, so this is how the run went. I was really nervous because of everything. Basically, Maul is very strong there for the slow. I haven't tried with Elukas. Now it says shortest clearance time has been updated, but it doesn't really work that well with Power of Dominance. The reason why I'm saying this is because you do different activations. So once I had Power of Dominance, I went in and redid the run because it's much better to actually go again and try and get your run to be more efficient because of all the activations of different ultimates. You don't want to activating your ultimates and then just sitting there watching the heroes do nothing because they did their ultimate. So this is an example of my auto run with Power of Dominance at the end. So after this, I'll show you guys the gear on everybody. So this is how much stronger Power of Dominance is. My Idril hits for like 106k comparing it to the normal 60k. And when she does proc her ultimate bonus, she does 220k, I believe. And even on Power of Dominance, my heroes can tank like 1 or 2 hits, sometimes more than usual. My Razaak can handle the left side much easier, and Brienne can even sometimes almost kill the whole thing here. But well, what I'll actually have to do again, guys, is once I finish recording this video, I'll have to move out all my gear again because I I wrecked my guild boss team to do this run and give my best gear to Idril, move things on Razaak, move things on Silas, even Aracha. So I'll have to move things again, see what I have left, and see if I can get this to work with Power of Dominance without having to move gear always when I want to do my proper farming. So this was the run. I'll show you guys all the gear just so you have an understanding of what I had maybe compared to what you have, and you can make your own decisions if it's something that you can build. But again, Aracha Lord skill is very strong. I'm not saying I could do it without it. I haven't tried. But yeah, starting out with Silas, he does have the annihilating crit damage, and he also has the wisdom. So after using ultimate, increased damage by 35%, pretty strong. With overall stats like 10,000 attack, not a lot by the way. 1.1 second attack interval because of the extra speed that he has. Look at that, 388, 96% crit rate, 372.5 crit damage, pretty strong. And then in terms of each individual item here, I'm not gonna say that it's easy to get ancient pieces, but if you're pushing for 21s, you've been farming for a while, so you must have something that is worth it. And I mean, even ancestral pieces sometimes roll blue. All right, so it's not ancient pieces. Even those roll blue. So he is half maxed out, almost maxed out. Artifact is a 4 out of 10 Idril's Gaze. Then my Aracha, 10 out of 10 Soul Drainer. This helps her do more health recovery because for a long time she's tagging hits, had broken sets all over, crit rate ring, okay. But with good stats, I'm gonna say very high attack, 16,000, 16.2, with 166 in attack interval. That is very low, but I just didn't have enough gear to move around to her to get her to be stronger with more attack. So 270 crit damage. Her skills are almost maxed out. She's only missing 3 from the worst part. She does have it on the ultimate, so Aracha is very strong, and it just, when attacking targets that are unblocked, increased damage by 20% and crit rate by 10%. She's just an amazing lord. Out of the 3 that I have, I've been using her more for PvE. I would say equal amounts with Twin Fiend. Morrigan, not so much. She's a little bit underwhelming, if you ask me. Soul Drainer, and then let's have a look at my Razaak. Again, this guy's gear is not the best. Look at that, 1 legendary piece there, although it did roll well. I mean, it's still legendary, so you're missing like 400 attack there. Level 12 chest piece. And this set right here, the curse set, works very well for where Razaak is supposed to be on the left. You can try Maul, but Maul has 3,000 attack as base, comparing it to the 4.2. So getting him to this similar amount of attack and also being able to dish out, you know, almost 300% crit damage. Attack interval is very slow. As I said, my gear is not the best. So you'll see crit rate attack bonus here. Crit rate attack bonus. So it's not that I have the best gear available for pushing, but I did my best. His skills are not maxed out at all. These are all from the base upgrades that you can do before it starts costing legendary skill crystals. I think we all do this on our legendaries that we actively use, and then we stop here because this is like a big bottleneck. I haven't double awakened because, well, I got 2 of him, so might as well use him instead of Maul. And then I had a 2 out of 10 Soul Reaper Insignia. Again, Idril's Gaze feels like it would have been way better for what I was trying to do there, especially on 21s where it feels like defense is very high. And you need lots of attack. So having an extra artifact that helps you with that seems like the way to go. Look at my poor Zilly too, what I've done to her. No gear at all because of this video. So carrying on, guys, carrying on. By the way, this was like a lucky pull I did. I pulled one of the red stones after I was so successful with this one. Just a random pull. I got this guy. It's not that great. Anyway, let's have a look at the epics. Idril, so good. So good. Just MVP. SS plus. Whatever. 12,000 attack with the Infernal Roar set. Just always have that in mind. Almost 400 speed. Giving here 1.1 attack interval. Very strong. 90% crit rate, so not 100. 301 crit damage. I know these two are low, but if you're trying to get attack high on a 3000 attack base hero, things get tough. All right. These are my best pieces that I use on my Zillitu, by the way. Like crit rate, attack flat, attack speed. These are just my best pieces that I had at the moment. She's of course maxed out. She's an epic. There's no excuse not maxing out Idril. If you haven't, you should consider doing so. Same thing with Awakenings. If you have the worst luck with Awakenings, Awakening stones are worth it for Idril, but she's not like a difficult pull, if that makes sense. Like other heroes like Demos and Hollow feel like impossible to draw. Anyway, the only maxed out artifact I was using in the whole team, Idril's Gaze, makes sense to use it on Idril, right? Fantastic item, makes total sense to use it. Brienne had a Nether Messenger at 10 out of 10, so maxed out on level 1. So it does 5% extra damage on the same target, ramping up. But then if she switches target, it disappears. So kind of sucks for what she's supposed to do. She doesn't do that great deal of damage. But with what I had on her, she did good job to drop down the enemies. 10,000 attack, okay, not that high. 1.1 interval with 386 attack speed. She was attacking frequently, helping with her rage region as well. 75% crit rate, 327 crit damage. And barely any rage region, although I don't think this makes or breaks it. And of course, curse set for 4 enemies that she has on the right side, she gets 4 times 6%, 24% damage boost. So very, very important. Like I was actively trying to get that bonus with her. Of course, Awaken to 5. Again, I don't think there's a reason not to try and push her Awakening, although I don't think she deserves the Awakening stone. So depends where you are in the game. I've shown this. Here's my Maul with a 1 out of 10 level 1 Watchguard's Disguise, 10% extra damage on flying units, airborne units, maxed out of course. Awaken to 5. This is so important for the reduction in cost. And then in terms of gear, not that great. 11.7 thousand attack, 86% crit, 200 crit damage, 368 attack speed. I think the extra attack speed is more important than anything else. The reason that I'm saying this, guys, is because of his skills and that basic attack that he has. Salt Erosion, which every 20 seconds extends the attack range. Each attack deals 200% damage. Basic attack can inflict defense reduction on the same target. And then on Awakening 3, Salt Erosion will inflict a slow for 75%. It's basically, it's not a stun, but it's the best that you can get in the game. There's 25, 50, and 75% slows in the game. My Dolores is, of course, an Invigoration set. The best I could with attack percent and stuff. 11.7 attack. No rage region, nothing really to note other than their attack, basically, in that set. She could tank a hit if I wanted to, but I placed her down so early that it doesn't matter. Her health, of course, maxed out, of course, fully awakened, and of course, an ancestral teachings at maximum level. This takes like 1,700, I think, material to fully upgrade it, so have to go with that. And then Cyrene, I think another MVP, guys, with a Mana Spring set, Rage Region, right? And this set is good enough so that I can recover my rage a little bit quicker. This is a very strong skill. That's why I fully maxed her out. You don't have to have her fully awakened, but it does reduce her cost. And this says also she can apply attack speed reduction to enemies, but Sharp Sand, is that her attack? Yeah, so she doesn't attack anybody because she's melee. She's just there for the recovery, basically. She gives a crit rate increase, which is nice, extra 10%. I guess that helps at the start Idril to almost always crit, but it's only for 10 seconds. So when she activates her ultimate, so it's not that I depend on this crit rate increase. It's basically for the cost, because I'm using heavy cost units during the video. So her stats overall are good enough so she can take one hit. 20k is what I got hit by the boss. She has 22k. on lower difficulties, you can use the same team. Lower difficulties, she can have like 20k and she can still survive. Then it's my girl Laurel, same thing, invigoration set, although it doesn't really matter. She does give that buff to Dolores, who then buffs up everybody. So my Laurel's not maxed out. You don't use her for that. You use her for this, for the talent. Very strong. Overall health 18.5k. If you can get her to 22k like I had before, you'll be able to tag a hit and not worry too much about it. Artifact, whatever I had available at 1 out of 10, doesn't matter. I think there's an artifact that gives you 25% extra rage at the start of when you drop down a unit, but that wouldn't really do much on Laurel because you don't want to have her down for that long. And then I think I covered everybody. I mean, Volka doesn't count. She was just there to take hits. As you saw her very late in the run is when I started dropping her down. Overall, she does have some attack speed. That doesn't matter. I just have that for boosting my battle power for the tide. She does have good amount of health though, 39,000. That helps her with tanking maybe 1 or 2 shots. If I had more gear, she would be able to tank 2 shots, but she gets healed in between, so she can tank 2 shots. Artifact, do I have anything on her? Yeah, I have this, which makes no sense. Each time the cost is restored. Maybe I should have given her something else just to have something on her. Better health, yeah, that was better. And that is the team, guys. That is the team. I could see Elukas being used in the slot of Maul. I haven't tried it personally. Maybe I could try it again now before I change all the gear. Let me just try it for you guys. It will be a longer video. I'll try to put tags down below in the video so you guys can move around quickly. So what will be my Elukas gear? Yeah, not that crazy. What kind of accessory would I use on him? He's not really there for damage. I think there's one that gives you an extra attack, but I wonder if I even have it. Not really, no. So I'll just use whatever I have on him. All right, doesn't really matter. It's just he's just gonna be there for the slow. Awakenings don't matter for him at all, because again, you're not trying to do damage, but he does have much lower cost. So let's see if I can do this again, guys, for you as a final thing before we call it. One XP, put in Laurel, start popping my ultimates. This is my boy Silas. So whenever you see Idril's gaze, you should be happy. Gives so much more damage. Drop in Cyrene. Let's go. Idril's gaze. Yes, we take him out. Then Silas starts hitting. All right, we can put it on a 1 XP. So the plan now is Laurel next. Very important. Actually, I could put Razaak and then Laurel. Yeah. All right. 96% is where we are at. 869. Come on. Okay, we pop the ultimate. Now she takes the spear. She throws it. There it is in the air. Withdraw her, and then I think we don't put Brienne down. Not yet. Waiting for Idril. All right. Oh, there's the ultimate going. I think that's fine. All right, that's Brienne. So that's 11 costs and 18. Should be fine. Look at this. And once Cyrene recovers the cost, we throw her. So now we have actually not enough. Not enough. We need 30 to actually also drop Volka, but I'm gonna wait out for Laurel. I kind of need Laurel, so 5 seconds for that. On the right, we're doing good. There's Laurel. Can take in a shot, I think, but doesn't matter that much. Yeah, there she is. She's gonna throw it. Throw her immediately. Drop in Elukas. He's ready to go. Drop in Volka. And we're doing our thing. On the boss, we're at 35%. Let's go, Brienne. Try and kill some stuff. On the right, I wonder if Elukas is gonna do it. Idril is so slow. Okay. All right, let's see Elukas here. Does he slow them enough? Does he slow them enough? Could try this. I mean, you could try this. You see how many they go. He's good enough for the slow, but just no damage there. So you could try it, I guess. But you saw how much better Maul is because of the defense reduction. I think that helps my Idril. So you can try it maybe if you have more damage. If you're a little bit quicker with everything. If you can get the boss down quicker, he doesn't spawn those final ads, so Idril can switch her targeting way sooner. So this was the video, guys. Thank you all. If you did like it, if you did find it helpful, please consider subscribing. Thank you all. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.